You might be regretting that, but we are heading to a map pick where Heretics have looked really good with this Neon.
Look at this push up already from PRX on the defense side. They absolutely want to brawl. Heretics, though, have to be ready for it. But how? How do you stand against this avalanche of defenders? Wood is going to limp away from that early encounter. Here's one shot. Has to cross the mid that Devi has on lock.
Yeah, doubled up even with something, and Devi had been patiently waiting.
It looks like already the Dizzy is trying to scout the way. Unique Neon composition. It's going to be tough to find a foothold, though, with something takes his and gets off the line.
Fair amount of damage done, though. Now it's something with the rifle. May want to toss that over to Forsaken or Devi if they can actually meet up, and it looks like, yeah, that's going to be the case. The much healthier, full-armored Devi will take control of that Vandalist. Team Heretics want to pivot back towards mid. With this Neon, they like to go for a lot of B splits, a lot of fast-paced action.
Devi here, from multiple angles, can operate here, can play off the turret, take contact as they try and push up in the kitchen. Here's something, says, I'll have my rifle back, thank you. And there it is. Another quick round as
PRX have 3 players B main. Time to walk right at the attacking team, as they always do. Heretics, they're patient, they're waiting, but they're losing the duels. Great trade from Rienz, though.
Little one-way, something tries to put together on a dime, but Rienz is a little bit quicker. Now we'll remove the presence from mid. As Forsaken starts to take advantage with this space is given up. There will be a turret to spot him out. Patman with the Bulldog. Stacked up here alongside Jing. Does the bite match the bark for PRX on his B side?
Now, when Miniboot is alive, they love to go for like a bolt in tandem with a recon to take back Yellow, but without him, it's going to be much tougher. Patman wants to fight this, but the Dizzy connects late.
Macy's not there. Jing actually got off that live, but oh, hi Wingman. He needs to get ahead of it though. The Span's coming in through the smoke. Still, PRX cut down to 2. Here's Forsaken with the Bucky.
Last player standing.
It's all going to be on Devi now. Benji and Woot armed to the teeth, but no plant just yet. And no Wingman to get it done for free.
They want to slow this down.
30
catch
seconds
Devi
left.
if he's pushing, but he's peeking out, and wow, he gets another. Heretics, they convert the anti.
One way will be refreshed. Give Patman the edge, but it's going to be a Dizzy on out. Patman already on the spray. He got his. Heretics slowed up somewhat on their way over towards this B side of the map, but now that Viper Wall is something they can play from behind. Nano Swarm's triggered. Cover.
That was a great way to fight that from Team Heretics. Multiple players jumping out to face together off of that Dizzy when the crosshair would be thrown to break it by a defender. Something now posted up at mid. You can see PRX on the rotates, getting towards this B side. Will Benji catch the timing?
He's got a player though coming from his left. He might not be ready for the 2 push. And there it is. Once again, PRX give as good as they get.
Rifle upgrade for Devi now as well. Woot solo. These shock darts have done tremendous damage. It's going to force out the Thrash. Can it actually get a connection? And even if it does, can anyone get a kill off of it? No.
Decent ping though on the side of PRX, but here is Forsaken with the Odin. Jing wants to try and push up. Wood is very, very low, but there's still a spike to defend now. Heretics just going to try and hang on here. Hold on against this relentless onslaught, but Devi wraps on Yellow. And Wood just has nowhere to go.
PRX on this map are just so oppressive. They're taking so much forward space, and they're slow.
Heretics are going to be on the clock every single attack side round.
And here we go, 3 players ready to fight from PRX towards A, and they find another first blood.
And it's Miniboo down at the start of the round again. Wyatt, something, he's on the line, able to get back, and he knows there's more where that came from, the shorty. God, he's thirsty for it.
Spike
It is up to Boo, as it often is. Again, this will be PRX with another stunning start to the game. This, by the way, is the team. PR Heretics footsteps on this B side of the map. Devi's been drawn over in that direction to assist. Benji, the curry spot, okay. Not too shabby, my friend. Holds it down admirably. That is definitely going to throw a wrench in the works for PRX, and now that lockdown will allow Devi to at least get some space. And Rienz is waiting for him.
Caught by the players who were able to just get out of that lockdown circle. Play in the corner. Credit to Benji fishing. He just wins it out straight up. 2 for 1. And then Patman was trying to anchor back Yellow, but that's a position that you really can't be in alone against Team Heretics.
Jing here's got very little to see. Yeah, likely just to try and walk away from this one with cover going out. Weapon intact, even though there's enough currency here for PRX to continue to take some risks and try and keep a lid on the economy. Jing does not like his chances.
That anti-eco flawless they had earlier has put them in an excellent economic position. But like you said, might as well just save, keep the cash rolling for PRX even in this round loss. I think Patman is realized on this one that trying to anchor back Yellow to deal with.
But no one was watching pipes at the time. Forsaken actually gets back.
This could get dangerous, but now that the lockdown is used, that Hunter's Fury is going to need to be expended to break it, unless they just intend on getting out of here, which is going to be the case.
Oh, the Shocky does not hit. Well, that lockdown will be intact. And now Heretics able to make use of that to get entrenched here at this A side.
And they're going to want to use this Hunter's Fury with the Paranoia to get back in. This is fast. This is pacey from PRX.
Here comes the Hunter's Fury, belated as it is, but it's going to be Jing going to work with him. He's gotten in and under rafters, something at a timing. But again, it's Benji that answers that late round lurk. Wu deals with Forsaken. Jing gets his cap. He was already able to find these first 2 kills. But to expect him to make it 5, even for him, might be a little bit too much. Wu with the shoulder pick, shot through the knee, still an adventurer, though. Boo and Benji happy just to stay entrenched. A hard fought round here for Heretics, and finally, for now. Hammond one away from that Viper's pit, and there's Benji again.
He's hitting. Push up. He is hitting. Patman trying to trade the C-toss, but Benji gets out of the way.
Oh, this is stunning stuff. Benji Fishy, that's 3? Caught by the Paranoia, forced to give him some ground, but now the youngster has some wind in his sails.
Spike down, B.
Right, Wingman is going to be thwarted in his plant attempt, but the Thrash is going to go ahead now to pave the way. Surely Jing spotted now, detained. He's got Divine to watch him. Relay Bomb comes in, a mini-boo with a slide across. Heretics finally turning up to play. Jing with the hero rifle will watch the mid pivot, but yep, there's going to be action over here towards the pit. That man cute, but not good enough. Tries to outfox the Aldro.
I respect it. I respect the attempt.
Divine gets up on that line pretty quick. Mini-boo, who's been quiet in this series and in this map as well, just needs to be a bit of a nuisance. Remains at large here over the site. Snakebite's going to make it hard to play in from upper rafters. This is good looks. The hero rifle is still in play. Jing might try and wager it for something here. We'll take a pretty prescribed location, one that's going to be watched for at the back of the site. Heretics have seen enough. It's up to Jing here to step up, get himself some value off this round potentially, but once more, he will be sorely outgunned, outnumbered. And outdone by Benji. Flawless round here for Team Heretics.
Pivot back. The spike has just been over there with Woot on A the entire time. But this is the danger. Something has been waiting for this cross.
On a very tight line. He's going to see one. That's Rian's trying to cross. Dealt with. Something wants to repost the line, but very quickly Heretics all got across to A. And he's going to know that in a couple of seconds.
And look at PRX. They're already rotating off this B site. They have Patman and Deep Yellow, and the other 2 players are making their way to A with some haste. And they try to flood in. They might. No, not with that lockdown, though. Certainly going to be kept at bay.
I don't think PRX have the mechanism with which to remove that, so they're going to have to respect and pull off the site. That early rotate now kind of nullified. We're going to get a plant down. Heretics look to dig in here and anchor.
And it looks like they want to come right back in. Recon, Paranoia, here come PRX.
Heretics Viper's pit now to play with Woot. Ensconced safely within the poison walls. Mr. Saken sees this easy come his way. Happy to spam through. Eventually PRX are going to have to commit. Woot has been dealt with. The Viper, though, spawning the pit still at large. Jing wants to get past this now. Spam in Boo's direction. Mini-Boo, though, dealt with. Patman is in here, sees the Viper, and there it is. The wall comes down, as does the curtain on Heretics in this round. Boo with a parting gift, but that's all that Heretics can muster.
Overwhelmed by the numbers, no real positions, deep sight.
Might not get anything with that up here.
Team Heretics, they do need to wait for this wall to come back up. Oh my god, PRX, they just want to go in off the Paranoia with a recon.
Looking for their own timing, marching to the beat of their own drum, but Woot, what a stunning mosh pit there to shut him down. Devi's able to find his 2. And Benji's not in a hurry to get involved. Heretics have done well to trade up on this B site. This has drawn something in Forsaken across the map. We're going to have an advantage attack side post plant.
This is looking highly awkward towards mid. Forsaken left on an island towards B, just wants to slowly maneuver forward. Busha
correction.
Get this kill. What a snappy shot!
Now, have to deal with Woot, tucked in corner by Yellow. Doesn't want to give himself up a Forsaken. Oh, don't even think about the knife, son! Here comes the Thrash. Something Nosy now needs to gain some altitude, but finally Benji is rewarded for his patience in the round. So behind the Viper's pit, here come Heretics. They are really looking to take some snowman space potentially here. Wyatt,
They just do it again!
Timing doesn't pay off once more. Hunter's Fury now for Forsaken. Gets a tap on Benji. Still no plant yet.
Right here.
That Hunter's Fury just used a little bit late. Boo has gotten his way all the way into the A site, and there's more than enough time for Team
Forsaken has the
Heretics to make this pivot. Yeah, if Forsaken can catch a couple in mid, though.
Is he too far forward? Woot, I like the high-low setup. That is brilliant. Heretics always aware of the thrust up mid from the defenders. We've seen it all half so far.
Swarm
That
grenade
is
out.
a great double face there.
30 seconds left.
All right, now the little things are beginning to come together for Team Heretics, and we're finally seeing a PRX who were utterly dominant, now struggling a bit with some of their timings. Again, they refight into B before there's any attempt to get the spike down. That Hunter's Fury comes a little bit late, and Heretics just have their crosshairs placed on all of the angles that they could be pushing out from.
Devi's giving himself away. No reason not to fully commit to this one, but there's Boo, takes him out.
Scoreboard, Benji, Fishy, and Woot that are putting up the big numbers as Minibu draws a lot of that attention on the Neon. This is fast right now from PRX, collecting too early.
And this mid-thrust here from Heretics might have fumbled. Rian's waiting. Whips in the night, yet to leave poor, but eventually someone's going to raise anchor and get to it. Rian gives himself away. Jing wins it out. What an ill-fated encounter for Heretics, and it's up to Boo again. Boy howdy, what a mountain he has to climb. Spike, of course, already planted. This is what you ask for PRX fans. Getting off to a good start with a pistol win here.
All they've had are good starts. They've won every single pistol. If Team Heretics could win this map without either pistol round win, that would be a tremendous feat for them.
Just as we saw from something in the previous half. Unsurprisingly, Patman's moved up. Minibu punished though on that little swing. They tried to set him up with a Marshall, but he will be ruined. Run over there, given no space at Yellow whatsoever, and Boo now is about to feel the net close in. Patman up walkway sees. What was that? Okay. Up on the ledge he goes. Proud as a peacock, but Rienz is able to find his brace of two. Once again, though, it's a heavily disadvantaged situation.
Ahead.
Rienz desperately trying to avert an even game here. Likely has too much on his plate. Devire will silence him. That's for PRX.
Taking the time at the moment, something has been allowed to take all the space and be made. Oh no, that is disastrous. Boo just doesn't think that someone would be that close.
Last time it was Minibu got caught out at Yellow. This time, Boo has just got a little bit too close to the sun.
Swarm grenade out.
Bear in mind, this is Team Heretics with absolutely nothing left in the bank. This is must win at the moment, Patman. This fight is so awkward. That's as messy as it gets.
The late paranoia comes in, but Patman definitely supported in that engagement. Something eventually that was put to bed on the B side of the map, and this has precipitated a pivot. Now with mid-control, PRX can go towards A and not worry about getting caught, but it's a pump fake.
What a timing for Patman to catch, and they have Forsaken playing towards A again. They could really pivot anywhere here. It's just, we're playing TDM. Who wins that out?
Patman the Viper.
This is a mental
The
realm.
stabilizing element of PRX, by the way, is just taking duels across the map. And he has opened it right on up for PRX. Minibu has to play second fiddle now and try and make use of that mobility to cross the map. Woot is already set up in Crow's Nest, though.
Does have the wingman to actually pressure a defuse, force some people to swing out. Maybe that's a way in, find a pick.
A small gap in that smoke will be challenged. Woot has to drop down, and the spacing isn't quite there, apparently. Roll.
Listen, they've got the right stack to do it. The weapons might be decent enough. Something shut down early. They're trying to get into this side. PRX Jing is pushed up, but he can't connect.
Messy stuff. Divine Forsaken now, got to pick it up, but there is Forsaken. Quick response, and he doubles down. Oh,
He's susceptible to just one shot from it, but he's able to get out of the way, but he can't. Read by Rienz. He's too smart, too aware.
Yeah, with the Fury of Olympia. Now, Devi has to recover the spike and put this together. Both of his opponents, half armor and sheriffs. He has a Vandal to his name.
And he has to fear a potential flank because he was out of range from the turret that was placed. Wants to double back now. 30 seconds to play with. Does he just try to clear this out, get back to A? Does he try to gun it to B? Yeah,
Who's
he wants to leave.
mid-angle?
He wants to leave. He's hoping that in this situation, Team Heretics would just leave the 2 on A and then, go for that advantage retake over towards B. But when the spike goes down, that will allow a rifle to be collected
10 seconds
perhaps.
left.
Or no, they just want to go for this with the Sheriffs. Rians does have a recon.
Devi has a turret to play contact off potentially. Does he have the time to set it up? Yes. Not too bad to have this Sentinel utility at your disposal in such an important clutch.
Look at Devi. He still has to be weary about this flank as Rians is making his presence known forward.
Trying to get ahead of the Owl drone. Does he have a timing on Boo? Spots him out. Util in hand. Devi is divine. What a Red Bull clutch.
Baby Root finds a kill, right? But you're asking about. Oh my God! The early Hunter's very double connection.
Oh, that's devastating. This was the round and Heretics were trying to shore up their half the map. Benji at least is able to lean in, intercede to find a kill. That is an awful way to start with, and he's pinged out again. He's got to give this ground up. All of the A side now belongs to PRX. Look at the timing though. Heretics trying to get in ahead of this, but Miniboo is shut down instantly. And Benji, beleaguered as he is, on all sides, guns are trained at the killjoy. And that was absolute. Suri comes in, you can see Weber just throw his head back. Okay, Heretics, credit to them, still want to find a burst of speed here, but oh, the boys were waiting for you, Miniboo. You were expected.
Yeah, just hoping the Forsaken would be in that closer tucked position that Asoba will often be in, but was safe, playing back for the multiple players to guard him.
It's just filthy.
They're trying to make hero plays. You can't blame them. They've only got Sheriffs. PRX have absolutely shut them down. Their economy is completely out of control. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. All right, thank you. We can't have 2 nights. Being exactly why. Deep recon is going to come through mid, and then something can swing off this with Patman. No one is going to actually be spotted by it. No, Benji caught, and there's a teleport into spawn. Disarray for Heretics.
Oh man, they're getting clowned on. This is the rifle round. They were trying desperately to bail water out of this quickly sinking boat. And they've already been cut down to 3 players, and Patman is on a timing, but there's an awareness here for Woot. He kind of knows it, and he's ready.
I was going to say, Patman, he's just in the walls at all times, but Heretics ready now. This is winnable.
Yep, something spotted out. Here comes a fast retake for Heretics. Good start. Forsaken dealt with Raptors control, assumed. Woot very sharp this round. Thrash here will look to find Divide, last standing member of PRX, and in midair he is detained. Heretics come up for air. It's a breathe.
All this half.
It's possible Alex took exception with that round from PRX. I can't be sure. Wow! Oh, but he's not ready. He's clearing the recon, and Jing is just too far ahead of the play for him.
He just double teleports forward. He gets all of that space for free. You're never expecting it on defense.
Rian's has to salvage. The only player inside the A site for now. Disrespecting the smoke at Rafters, and look at Patman. Pushed all the way up on B.
He's just got the craziest lurk timings. He's going to have to accelerate a bit. The Team Heretics try to get in off this fast lane. They're getting towards screens. It's slow right now. Relay bolt doesn't hit something. Here comes the lockdown.
He's going after it. By hook or by crook. Something is looking for this, and there's Patman on the lurk timing. Oh, the lockdown is poked out from under Heretics.
I can't with this guy. He's crazy.
And our Heretics know they really can't play off the site. They've got to commit. They've got to challenge this. Not too shabby there from Miniboo, but Jing deigns to descend from the ivory tower to deal with death blow to the
This is winnable. Patman's too far away.
Can he get a touch? Unreal. The Red Bull. A bit of damage onto the Neon, but Miniboo also has that overdrive at the ready. Here's Jing again. They are never ready for Jing. From the top rope, he's able to find his... Rian's clutch back now, has to drop to the side. This is good anchoring. Can he do with something? No, the shorty. More than he can deal with. And Boo laboriously will drag himself across the map to challenge this.
Planted.
Jing has just been an absolute animal on both maps. Countless first kills.
Boo here's a double swing. He's going to have to deal with it. Oh, the King's horses and men.
So much more aggression than you would typically see from Omens on this map. Something. Connection. Wow. Damage for damage.
Yep. They both take a hit there. Ice Fury now being deployed by Rians. What is there to find here? Comes up with nothing. Patman hears him. How is he here already? The conditioning utterly broken on the side of Heretics, and now it's up to Boo again. 30 points of health to try and slow the PRX train down, but choo-choo, baby! We have more than left the station. PRX have arrived in the 6.
Feels like they've never been faster, actually. 13-1 on the first map. dominant on map 2. Not one pistol round loss. All of the momentum throughout both of these games slowed down.